Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Welcome back to our RLA review series practice quiz, and this is now part 10 of our professional practice quiz. So instructions before proceeding with the quiz, it is best to get a piece of paper muna, cut lengthwise, and then write down numbers 1 to 30 so that when you are ready, you can now start with the quiz, and for every question, write down the corresponding letter of your best choice or answer from the multiple choice. And you will be given 10 seconds to finalize your answer. At the end of the quiz, count the total number of your correct answers and check your score rating. So if you are now ready, good luck. So number 1. What stages of the architect services are site utilization and feasibility studies? A. Pre-design services. B. Schematic design services. C. Post-design services. And C. Contract document phase. And our correct answer is letter A, pre-design services. So under SPP document 201, pre-design services, site utilization and land use studies includes the detailed analysis of the site involving the identification of a site's development potentials through the proper utilization of land. The analysis covers the context of the site as well as that of its surrounding environment and the development controls that apply to the site and its environs. Number 2. Which architectural phase involves the architect and the client in selecting the contractor? A. Contract document phase. B. Construction phase. C. Design development phase. And D. Bidding phase. And our correct answer is letter D, bidding phase. So according to SPP document 202, regular design services under the bidding or negotiation phase, it includes the work of the architect, wherein the architect assists the owner from the early stage of establishing a list of prospective contractors up to awarding of the construction contract. Number 3. In bidding, what is the role of the architect? A. Organize the bidding. B. Choose the construction manager. C. Award the project to the contractor. And D. Consultant. And our correct answer is letter A, organize the bidding. So according to SPP document 202, under the bidding or negotiation phase is the assistance to the owner from the early stage of establishing a list of prospective contractors to awarding of the construction contract. And for competitive bids or procurements, the architect helps in organizing and conducting pre-bid conferences, responding to questions from bidders, and assisting the owner in obtaining proposals from contractors, analyzes bid results, and prepares abstract of bids, notice of award, notice to proceed, and other construction contracts. Number 4. What is the foremost role of the architect between the client and contractor? A. Mediator. B. Consultant. C. To execute judicial orders with impartiality. And D. Enforcer. And our correct answer is letter A, mediator. So according to the Code of Ethics, the architect is charged with the exercise of mediation and conciliation functions between the client and the contractor and must act with entire impartiality. Number 5. What is the foremost role of an architect with regards to his client? A. Advisor, B. Design consultant, C. Design manager, and D. Supervisor. And our correct answer is letter A, advisor. So according to the Code of Ethics, the architect acts as professional advisor to his/her client, and his/her advice must be unprejudiced. Number 6, who should orient the contractor and make sure that he understands the contract documents? A. Project manager, B. Owner, C. Architect, and D. None. It's the contractor's responsibility. And our correct answer is letter C, architect. So according to the Code of Ethics, as part of the relations with the contractor, the architect shall give the contractor every reasonable assistance to enable him/her to fully understand the contents of the contract documents by furnishing clear, definite, and consistent information in all pertinent contract documents to avoid unnecessary mistakes that may involve extra costs to either the contractor or the client. Number 7, who is responsible in asking for a final inspection of a project? A. Architect, B. Engineer, C. Owner, and D. Contractor. And our correct answer is letter D, the contractor. So according to UAP document 301, General Conditions, under the Certificate of Completion of Work, upon due notice from the contractor that he has substantially completed the work, the architect shall make an inspection of the project. So ang mag-request ay ang contractor, no? Para makapag-inspect yung architect. Ang substantial completion shall mean that the value of the work completed shall not be less than 98% of the contract amount, and that the remaining unfinished work shall be of a minor nature only. Number 8, who provides continuing professional education or CPE? A. PRBoA, B. UAP, C. PRC, and D. PIA. And our best answer here is letter A, PRBoA. Although the UAP is the PRBoA, but if we look at the RA 9266, actually nakalagay doon is CPD providers. No? CPD providers are entities, agencies, organizations, and the like that have been accredited, registered with the Board of Architecture of the PRC to deliver seminars, lectures, and other continuing professional education modules for architects, other than the PRBoA, which is automatically accredited by the Board of Architecture as a CPD provider. Okay? So, nakalagay lang dito is PRBoA as an automatically accredited, and UAP now is the PRBoA. Number 9, what is now allowed by RA 9266 which was not allowed in RA 545? A. Corporate practice. B. Signing of plans by an architect not prepared by him. C. Experience before graduation. And D. All of the above. And our correct answer is letter A, corporate practice. So under RA 545, the old architecture law, the practice of architecture by a corporation was not allowed. Only individuals or partnerships could legally practice. However, RA 9266 now allows corporate practice of architecture under Section 37, provided that the firm is registered with the SEC and PRC, and that registered and licensed architects shall compose at least 75% of the owner's shareholders, members, incorporators, directors, and executive officers. So the other options are not allowed under RA 9266. For example, an architect cannot sign and seal plans not prepared under his/her direct supervision, and that experience before graduation does not count toward the required experience for licensure. Ang nakalagay kasi sa diversified experience is after graduation experience. And number 10, under RA 9266, can a registered and licensed architect perform interior design for small projects? A. Yes. B. Yes, provided there is consent from PRBoA. C. No. And D. Yes, if personal project. And our correct answer is letter C, no. So according to the scope of the practice of architecture, services may include but are not limited to part of the one mentioned here is architectural interiors. So definitely not interior design, but architectural interiors, which is different from interior design. Number 11. In construction, what is usually awarded as a subcontract by the contractor or the client and not part of the general contract? A. Waterproofing. B. Tiling. C. Painting. And D. All of the above. And our correct answer is letter D, all of the above. So in construction practice, certain specialized works are often awarded as subcontracts, either by the main contractor or sometimes directly by the client, because they require special skills, materials, or warranties separate from the general construction scope. Examples include waterproofing, usually handled by a specialized applicator who can provide a performance warranty. Second is tiling, may be subcontracted to a finishing specialist for better workmanship and efficiency. And painting is often awarded to a painting subcontractor skilled in surface preparation and finish quality. These are not usually part of the general contract's core structural and architectural scope, but are specialized finishing works handled by subcontractors. Number 12. An architect refuses to give the original plan to the owner. Why? A. The owner is entitled only to the blueprint. B. In order to prevent the owner from making duplicates and or constructing without his knowledge. And C. The architect's work is covered by intellectual property rights law. And D. All of the above. And our correct answer is letter D, all of the above. Because according to Section 33, ownership of plan specification and other contract documents, the drawings, specifications, and other contract documents duly signed, stamped, or sealed as instruments of service. So yung mga blueprints lang ito, no? Are the intellectual property and documents of the architect, whether the object for which they are made is executed or not, and it shall be unlawful for any person to duplicate or to make copies of said documents for use in the repetition of and for other projects or buildings. Kaya, ang binibigay lang ay ang blueprint, hindi yung original. whether executed partly or in whole without the written consent of architect or author of said documents. Number 13. Responsibilities of an architect when he/she conducts the checking of materials and works done if in adherence with the specification. A. Drawing estimates. B. Quality control. C. Contract document surveying. And D. None of the above. And our correct answer is letter D, none of the above. So the correct term is project supervision or the periodic construction supervision or PCS, wherein the architect, as per document 202, makes periodic visits to the project site to familiarize himself with the general progress and quality of work and to ascertain that the work is proceeding in accordance with the contract documents, including the specifications. So according to the architect's guidelines for the construction phase, we have the PCS as the periodic construction supervision. Number 14. What section in RA 9266 states the definition of terms? A. Section 2, B. Section 5, C. Section 3, and D. Section 24. And our correct answer is letter C, Section 3. So Section 3 provides the definition of terms. Number 15. What section in RA 9266 states the powers and functions of the board? A. Section 12, B. Section 2, C. Section 17, D. Section 7. And our correct answer is letter D, Section 7. So, Section 7 provides the powers and functions of the board. Number 16. What section in RA 9266 states the continuing professional development or CPD? A. Section 15, B. Section 22, C. Section 21, and D. Section 28. And our correct answer is letter D, Section 28, the continuing professional development. And number 17, what section in RA 9266 states the prohibition in the practice of architecture and penal clause? A. Section 15, B. Section 22, C. Section 20, and D. Section 29. And our correct answer is letter D, Section 29. So ito yung section na to, yung mga illegal practices, no? Prohibition in the practice of architecture and penal clause. Yung Section 30 ay prohibition in the practice of architecture. Walang nakalagay na and penal clause, no? So yun ang pagkakaiba ng Section 29 tsaka Section 30. Number 18. What section in RA 9266 states the liability of representatives of non-registered persons? A. Section 15, B. Section 31, C. Section 20, and D. Section 29. And our correct answer is letter B. Section 31 is the liability of representatives of non-registered persons, wherein It shall be unlawful for any person or firm or corporation to seek to avoid the provisions of RA 9266 by having a representative or employee seek architectural work in their behalf. Okay? And number 19. What section in RA 9266 states the ownership of plans, specifications, and other contract documents? A. Section 15. B. Section 20. C. Section 33. And D. Section 21. And our correct answer is letter C, Section 33. This is the one that is included in the title block of the architectural drawings, Section 33, the ownership of plans, specs, and other contract documents. Number 20. What section in RA 9266 states the enforcement of the Act? A. Section 22. B. Section 33. C. Section 7. And D. Section 44. And our correct answer is letter D, Section 44. The enforcement of the Act, wherein it is the primary duty of the Commission or PRC and the Board or PRBoA or PRB to effectively enforce the provisions of RA number 9266 and its IRR. 21. What should be secured first before applying for a business permit? A. Mayor's permit. B. Dole permit. C. Barangay permit. And D. DTI permit. And our correct answer is letter C, barangay permit. So, under Philippine local government practice, every business, whether a sari-sari store, consultancy office, factory, or online home enterprise, must first secure a barangay business clearance, often dubbed the barangay business permit, from the barangay where its principal place of business is located. So take away or note, even if you have obtained the DTI or SEC registration, BIR certificate of registration, or a mayor's permit elsewhere, you cannot legally operate at a given address without this barangay clearance for that locality. So this is the process for business permit issuance. First is from DTI or SEC, and then seek a permit from the barangay or barangay clearance. 22. Where will they apply for a business permit? A. City Hall. B. SEC. C. DTI. And D. BIR. And our correct answer is City Hall or Municipal Hall. Pwede rin, no? So this is the process issued by a city, Dumaguete City, for the business permit application. Number 23. Who is responsible for the implementation of RA 9266? A. PRC PRBoA or PRB ARC. B. DPWH. C. OBO. And D. Supreme Court. And our correct answer is letter A, PRC PRBoA. So under Section 44, Enforcement of the Act, it is the primary duty of the Commission or PRC and the Board or PRBoA or PRB ARC to effectively enforce the provisions of RA 9266 and the IRR. So 24. What is a successful architect? A. High profile and famous. B. Good workmanship and ethical. C. Many projects due to low fees, and D. All of the above. And our correct answer is letter B, good workmanship and ethical. So, successful architect is not defined by fame or the number of projects, but by the quality of work and professional integrity. Good workmanship and ethical reflects true success through competence, integrity, and adherence to professional standards, as emphasized in the Architect's Code of Ethical Conduct under RA 9266. 25. When planning to start an architectural firm in a certain locality, what should you secure? A. SEC permit, B. DTI permit, C. Mayor's permit, and D. DILG permit. And our correct answer is letter C, Mayor's permit. So the phrase "in a certain locality" emphasizes the local government jurisdiction, meaning the question is asking about permissions required to operate legally within a town, city, or municipality, rather than the type of corporate structure. In the Philippines, local operation requires a mayor's permit or business permit, regardless of whether the firm is a sole proprietorship, partnership, or corporation. DTI or SEC registration is national level registration, with DTI for sole proprietorship or SEC for partnership corporation, and does not automatically allow operation in a locality. Even if you're registered with DTI or SEC to start operations in a specific locality, you must secure the mayor's permit or business permit first. So 26. What is given to the client by the contractor after all the work is done to ensure a properly functioning and efficient building? A. Building Operations Manual, B. Post-construction evaluation, C. Floor plans, and D. Permits. And our correct answer is letter A, Building Operations Manual. So after construction is completed, the contractor provides the client with a Building Operations Manual or BOM to ensure that the building functions properly, is maintained efficiently, and can be operated according to the design intent. Building Operations Manual includes instructions for systems like HVAC, electrical, plumbing, maintenance schedules, warranties, and operational guidelines. So according to Document 301, that is the general conditions, other requirements before final payment to be made by the owner to the contractor is that the contractor shall submit 3 copies of instructions and manual for operating and maintaining of fixtures and equipment. So yung manual for operating is the Building Operations Manual. 27. Who should be held responsible for damages or accidents at the site? A. Owner, B. Architect, C. Contractor, and D. All of them. And our correct answer is letter C, contractor. So according to JAL Conditions, Document 301, the contractor's responsibility for accidents and damage. So the contractor shall take all necessary precautions for the safety of employees and workmen on the work. 28. When can an architect do design concepts parallel to other designing architects? A. During design competitions. B. Before project is conceived. C. During design development. and D. During pre-design stage. And our correct answer is letter A, during design competitions. So design competitions are the only scenario where multiple architects legally and ethically develop design concepts in parallel for the same project. 29. In an architectural design competition ADC, who is responsible for organizing the competition on behalf of the owner and is approved by the integrated and accredited professional organization of architects or IAPOA? A. Jury. B. Professional advisor. C. Technical advisor. And D. Competition secretariat. And our correct answer is letter B, professional advisor. So as per SPP document 208, a professional advisor should be appointed and paid by the owner and approved by the IAPOA National Board of Directors through its ADC committee. His role is the supervision of the conduct of the ADC and the preparation of the conditions. His function includes ensuring that the ADC timetable is adhered to, supervising the receipt of competitors' questions, the dispatch of reply to all competitors, and the receipt of competition entries, and safeguarding the anonymity of competitors at all times. He will assist the jury and will be present during its deliberations, but he will have no vote. His responsibilities will be limited to the organization and the conduct of the competition. And lastly, number 30, what is a consulting architectural firm or CAF? A Filipino citizen who is a licensed architect and may sign and seal architectural documents. B. A foreign architect authorized to practice architecture in the Philippines under temporary or special permits. C. An architectural corporation, association, group, partnership, or sole proprietorship duly registered with SEC or DTI and with the Board Commission to perform state-regulated architectural services such as professional architectural consulting services or PACS. And D, a government body formed to assist the professional advisor and jury in the administrative conduct of an architectural design competition. And our correct answer is letter C, an architectural corporation, association, group, partnership, or sole proprietorship duly registered with SEC or DTI. So ito yung nakalagay sa SPP document 209, no? Definition ng consulting architectural firm or CAF. Architectural corporation, association, group, or partnership duly registered with the SEC or other government regulatory agency or instrumentality, or to a single proprietorship duly registered with the DTI and likewise registered with the Commission or Board or PRC, PRBoA, to perform state-regulated architectural services such as the PACS. And that's it for our quiz. Congratulations for completing the quiz. Now, count your total correct answers and determine your score category. If your rating is 15 or less, it is time for a more strategic review.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Enroll at Atlas CDC Review for a comprehensive prep for the Architecture Board exams. Message us now.